So we can go and enter a character name. And I think I'm gonna give this guy the character name Düse. Will be replaced with asterisks, unsupported. Ah, that's too bad. So I have to write it like this. But like always, warrior. Fearless warrior, weapon expert, high strength and dexterity. Knight, low ranking knight, high HP, solid armor, not easily toppled. Wanderer, aimless wanderer, wields scimitar, high dexterity. Thief, I'm actually gonna drink a sip from my drink on the first time that I'm streaming live on Twitch with my setup. Cheers. Thief. Guilt-ridden thief. Thief don't look as cool though. Yeah, it's true. You have the thief has the master key as it's written there. And the thief actually is pretty good. It's just not very easy to play with this class when you completely start out for the very beginning. Because you have this Targe shield, or Tage shield, I don't know how to call it, how to say it correctly, but it's a small shield and it doesn't really block a lot of incoming damage. And but you can parry very well, so that's a good thing. Guilt-ridden thief, high critical hits. Ah yeah, because with a dagger you do specific amount of... So you always have a specific amount of critical hit damage, but the dagger does more. That's basically it. So it's not the thief that has the higher critical hit, it's the dagger. Bandit, I think it looks the stupidest. Savage bandit, high strength, wields heavy battle axe. Hunter, bow wielding hunter. Bow wielding in this game is super difficult though. Like, because you usually have to go into first person to actually shoot at something that you cannot target because it's not close enough. And with a PS4 controller like I'm using right now, it's just difficult. It's not like with mouse and keyboard. I mean, I could use mouse and keyboard, but then the whole rest of the game wouldn't be so fun. Sorcerer. Strongest class, I guess. Strongest class in the end, probably. Sorcerer of Vinheim Dragon School. Casts soul sorceries. That's a lot of S's. Pyromancer. Swamp Pyromancer. Casts fire spells and wields a hand axe. Definitely the strongest in the very beginning. With the first boss and so on. I mean, apart from the Thief's Master Key. The Master Key is just in general super strong because you can skip specific very difficult parts of the game. Cleric. Cleric on Pilgrimage. Wields a mace and casts healing miracles. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. And Deprived. Unclothed Enigma. Only armed with club and old plank shield. So far so good. I think I want to go with the knight. I think I want to do like a very basic fighter. I don't know. Knight or pyromancer. Not the sorcerer though. Pyromancer is just super strong in the beginning. But if I play a knight and I go for like knight, I mean it doesn't really change too much. I think I go for pyromancer, because I did go for pyromancer for because I didn't play the game for such a long time. I kind of like want to go for pyromancer because I usually play pyromancer when I play the game for the first time. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the pyromancer. Also fits with the gift that I want to choose. So either you choose None, Goddess's Blessing, Divine Holy Water, fully restores HP and status. Black Fire Bomb, explodes upon impact when thrown, more deadly than Standard Bomb. STD Bomb. Sexually transmitted disease bomb. Actually, probably the strongest item to choose in the very beginning, because you can use it to kill the first boss without having to skip it when the first time you meet him. Twin humanities, tiny sprite called humanity, sometimes found on carcasses. Binoculars, used to peer at faraway sights. It's actually what it is. It's binoculars. Pendant, trinket, no effect, but fond memories, comfort travelers. Actually has no effect, although a lot of people always wanted to think it has an effect, but I guess that by now every single pixel of this game was tried out with everything that is possible. I mean, of course not literally, but virtually. Master key opens any basic lock, initial equip for thief. Master key, I already talked about it earlier. Tiny being string, special tribal ring, grants small increase to HP. Actually really small, but can save lives. And then we have the old witch's ring. Gift from a witch, ancient ring with no obvious effect. I actually think I have to put my phone on silent mode, because if it's vibrating around here, that's gonna be annoying. And voila. And that's the old witch string is actually the one that we're gonna take. We're gonna take this one and we're gonna use it for our advantage, if in any way possible. I like slim builds, not too much the large builds in this game. Very slim is a little too much, I think. But I like the slim build. Face. I'm not gonna do too much with the face. I think I'm gonna go through them once anyway. Very average, commoner face. Commonly seen face in the five-finger delta farmer. Astora noble. Handsome face of the refined, common in Astora. Dragon scholar. Intelligent, sharp lines, but scholarly looks invite insult. So if you look intelligent, a lot of people will probably tell you that you're a moron or like a nerd, I guess. Nerd is probably what they were going for. Miyazaki-san's humor for the best. Thoroland cleric. Look common in Thoroland, known for its stalwart clerics. Jubilant Katerina. Jovial features of Katerina, known for festivity at drink. Dubious Kareem. Ominous features associated with the Earl of Kareem. Classic Xena. Thoughtful, mature face common in historical Xena. Eerie Great Swamp. Great Swamp heretics face prejudice for their atypical looks. And Far East traveler, face from a distant eastern land of almond eyes and thin lips. Where could that be? I think I'm gonna go for lore. Gonna go for the Great Swamp. It doesn't really matter at all anyway, so I'm just gonna go for this. And I'm gonna go for the receding hairline, I guess. Because everything is ugly anyway. Oh, oh la la. He does look... He's very atypical in his looks. But I'm gonna go for the receding hairline. Color, I'm gonna go for dark red. Because I love dark red hair. Or is there... red? Oh no, I'm gonna go for red. Of course I'm gonna go for red. Red hair for the win. And accept. And there we go.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Oh, yes. Damn. That's such a good game. It's such an amazing game. I love this game so much. Holy shit. Nice. Awesome. Amazing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Such a long time that I've played this fucking game. Such a long time. I took my time to play this game again, and I'm so happy to get back into it. I feel a little like a Virgin song from Madonna. Cheers to that. If you have a drink, then I don't know. Drink with me. For stream hype, yes. Let's fucking go. Alright, let's go a little through the items. Because that's basically how the story is explained, right? So, black separation crystal. This black crystal, long a symbol of farewell, is granted to banished undead. The crystal sends phantoms back to their homes, or sends you back to yours. Beware of fickle use of this item if you intend to nurture relations. Dark sign. The dark sign signifies an accursed undead. Those branded with it are reborn after death, but will one day lose their minds and go hollow. Death triggers the dark sign, which returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, but at the cost of all humanity and souls. Which is partly true, as we know, or most of us know. And what is that? It's, yeah, cheers. Yeah, I'm gonna drink again. Because we will see, because I'm probably gonna die, because I didn't play this game for super long. And we will see what happens if we die. Dungeon cell key! We just found this one. Key to the dungeon of the undead asylum to the north. A mysterious knight, without saying a word, shoved a corpse down into the cell. And on its person was this key. Who was this knight, and what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped this. Dungeon cell key. So we have the fireball. Standard pyromancy of the Great Swamp. Hurl fireball. The fire damage caused by fireballs makes them effective against corporeal beasts and undead, who by nature fear flame. So here we definitely can already see that there are resistances, although I don't know much about the remaster, if they changed anything about resistance, but I know that but I think that was Dark Souls 2. I don't know, as we can see resistance right there. On the right side, we see name of my character, covenant, none, level, souls, blah, 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 and there's a point that says resistance. I have 12 in it right now. But as far as I remember, this did not really change anything at all. It's more like an equipment thing for the resistances. We have a straight sword hilt, where we can always cycle through the displays with squares on the top and the bottom. We see like the way how we deal with it. And anyway, the hilt of this lost sword was found. The hilt of this lost sword was found discarded in the undead asylum. Only slightly better than one's bare hands, and not recommended for extensive use. Be certain to find a replacement quickly. And we have the tattered cloth, hood worn by pyromancers of the Great Swamp. Though it appears tattered, it is actually quite strong. Their attire offers substantial protection against poison, fire, and other forces of nature out in the hinterlands where they were driven. Same, but machete worn. Yeah, it's the same. And we have the boots, heavy boots. Boots made of thick leather. The boots of the pyromancers are incredibly tough, on account of the rugged grasslands and treacherous swamps they must traverse. Their soles are nearly impenetrable. Well, at least their soles. I mean, if you don't have anything else to protect, as long as your feet are protected, it should be fine, right? And there's our old witch's ring. And we already read that, so we cannot use that, but we can equip stuff. But we're mainly unequipping stuff, and the old witch's ring is equipped already. And we are definitely not the the prettiest guy on the ballet. But we know what's going on. What's going on? I don't know. Oh, the messages, I can show them. That's just camera control here. Later the messages will be more important for us to read. Homeboy here is just chilling. Gonna leave him alone. No one wants to kill chilling people. He has a seriously intense look at that wall. Dude, this game though. This game is so pretty. It's so pretty. I played this on PlayStation 3 and this is unbelievably pretty. Just so cool. So amazing. Nice, 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 nice. Looks way better than I could have ever imagined. And Demon Souls is gonna look so good too! Yay! Bonfire Lit. We don't have the achievement for Bonfire Lit because I had to check the recording. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. And I'm accidentally pressing R2 button, which happens like basically all the time. Worst that can happen is when you're standing in front of a NPC, talk to them, and you want to just relax and chill, and you put your controller down. And what's going to happen is you're going to press the R2 button. Thanks a lot, Sony. Footsteps. We hear footsteps. It's not our footsteps. No worries. We have a sword hilt. Or maybe not. No! Holy shit, I have to really get used to the iframes first. So that, as you can see, is not a good idea. Ha! Yeah! Oh, don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do with myself. But I know that I can just walk out here. Wonderful. So that boss is not defeatable like this. Or it is, of course it's defeatable because people are crazy and they just like fight this boss for 1700 hours and defeat him with 2 damage per minute. But I'm not gonna do that because I want to enjoy the game as it is, which is one of the reasons why I did not take the master key. That's it. Homeboy left. He doesn't want to join anymore, which is good for us because there is an axe for us here. And we're gonna try out how to parry. Ah no, I can't parry this guy, that's true. I have to backstab him. Backstab! But we found stuff. Actually, I have to check this out. Small hand axe appears identical to a lumberjack's tool, but has an ideal weight and strength and is easy to handle. One wrong swing leaves the wielder wide open, so timing and proximity to the enemy must be judged carefully. And we found the cracked round shield. Cracked and nearly broken. Wood shields are lighter than metal shields, but this one has lower physical damage reduction stability. Damage reduction stability. Partly due to cracking. Makes sense. Stability is quite easy to explain. It's... I have to get used to. Stability. Stability is under damage reduction percentage. We have physical damage reduction percentage that is 65. That means that if someone attacks us, we reduce 65% of the damage. Same for magic, 55%. Fire, 10%. Lightning, 45%. And stability shows us how... oh, now I'm confused. I think stability means it's basically the poise. It's either the poise or it's the stamina. Not so sure right now. Don't remember. Don't remember shit. White fog gates, usually just there for the traversal of levels. Like, I don't know, like some people say it's a to traverse levels, like for the game to have the opportunity to load a little. Although if you go back, then there's no white fog, so that doesn't make a lot of sense for me. I don't know. Even at that end, that is true, boy. Boy. And what do we have here? Backstep and roll. Backstep and roll. And this is where people died. Someone ran up there, jumped down there, came back, and died. Alright, fair enough. From what then, though? Oh, he probably ran up. You see that there's a boulder there, like a ball. He ran up, fell down, had probably, from the fight before, very little life. Didn't see that the boulder still took some time, and got hit by the boulder. Although that boulder is quite fast. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Oh, you. You're no Hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
No.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords, when thou ringest the bell of awakening.
And that is exactly why we don't put the controller down.
Why?
Fuck! Oh, this sucks so much. I wanted to show you the conversation of him. God damn it. I'm so pissed.